Hey, it's Rachel over at I Look Like a Floating Head, right? This is Rachel, the floating head, because I have no background. Maybe I should turn a light on, but we're not going to. So, today I'm here to do a tier ranking of my sci-fi, horror, and miscellaneous graphic novels. I just kind of lumped them all together. And then I want to also do one that's more of the traditional, well, not traditional, regular drama, young adult, stuff like that. We're going to talk about it because I love graphic novels, and I just did a little recommendation at work that was like, here's some nonfiction graphic novels you should read if you don't want to read superheroes and don't know about graphic novels. And I was like, let me do some tier ranking for graphic novels. I haven't tier ranked in a bit, so I'm back. Okay. Anyways, okay, so now we are in the list. Here we are. So we have our top, which is the one I love the most, the S tier, that is Taking to the Grave. We're starting with the standalones. These are standalone. I separated them by standalone and not standalone. You know what I mean? Standalone and series. For the series one, I only put the first one in each series, but we'll get to that. So these are the standalones. Taking to the Grave are the S tier, the ones I love the most. Then we have Good Soup, like, pretty good. Like, I love that one. You know, it goes from good to bad here, because usually for me with graphic novels, it's like I either love it or I like it. And there's not really much tiering in between there. And then there's just art, which means beautiful, but the plot wasn't there, which happens a lot, I think, with graphic novels, especially standalones. They're really pretty, but it's just, okay, did that have to be a story? I don't know. It didn't resonate with me. We have memory loss, which means I don't remember what this is or what happened in it. I remember nothing of this thing. Then we have brain rot, which is like, I hated it. I really didn't love it. There might be some that are actually series in here, so just don't make fun of me. So that's a rule, like, no making fun of me if I do something wrong, because I'm me. Love you. Just correct me in the comments. Because I have one in here that I'm like, pretty sure that's a series. I just don't remember any more coming out. And I could have looked it up. I understand that. But I didn't. Okay, so we have Tales of Sand by, oh my god, why won't you let me grab it? Okay, we have Tales of Sand by Jim Henson, the guy from The Muppets. You know, I remember really loving this one. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was really interesting. There's not much dialogue in it. I'm not going to tell you the full synopsis or plot for anything, but this is like this guy wandering through a desert, and it's not what you expect from Jim Henson, but it is really beautifully done. You know, My Friend Dahmer, that's definitely more of like a nonfiction, but I put it in here because it's like true crime. It comes closer to like the horror section for me. I know that it is nonfiction, but I put it here because it is horrifying. Graphic novels they're different. They're different. You know, they're just different. I would say it's Good Soup. It wasn't one of my favorite things. I wasn't the biggest on the artwork. This is a kid that was friends with Jeffrey Dahmer back in like middle school or something, high school. And he's talking about his experience. And then we have Forming. This is by Jesse Moynihan, and I think that's how you say his name. He is on Adventure Time, like he works on Adventure Time, or worked on it with Pendleton Ward and stuff. I don't think he was like on all the seasons, but this is really good. I would definitely recommend it. It is beautiful, it's weird, it's interesting, it's got everything. In Utero, I just read. You know, I thought it was really pretty, and this is an example of just art, because it's pretty, but the plot is lacking. Like, it felt like it could have been more. There could have been more going on, deeper, something like that. Daughters of the Ice, Wind, and Fire. I don't know what it's at. I don't know what it's called, and it's too tiny right now, and I don't have glasses on, and I don't know. Snow and Cinder, Daughters of Snow and Cinder. It was not good. No, it goes under brain rot. It was not good. So part of the reason it wasn't good, though, this is like colonial America, and it's this girl who is traveling to the gold rush by herself, and it's translated from Spanish, and I just don't think the translation might be good. Like, I don't know, sad tale, but cautionary fairy tale, something like that. Anyways, memory loss. I don't remember any of it. For a little bit I had that comic verse, and I just read random stuff on there, and some of them I like couldn't tell you. Like, I don't even know what this one looked like. I don't even know. I feel like the thing is, sometimes with graphic novels, you just kind of like consume, and I have a bad memory. The End of the Fucking World. That's the name of this, and it's Charles Forsman. Anyways, I don't like his stuff. Yeah, I don't like it. It's not for me. It's really depressing in a way that is not Rachel approved. I don't know. Some people love it, so don't get me wrong. Like, some people love him. It's just not for me. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I did watch the show, and I thought the show was okay, but Fashion Beast by Alan Moore. I'm going to put it under memory loss. I think this one is the one that's a series that I put in this category because I only read the first one. Then I was like, did he even go any further with this, or was it supposed to be a series? And then I was looking on Goodreads, and then I got myself confused. Whatever. So it's like Cinderella, but it's like fashion based. It was interesting. I remember it being interesting. I just don't really remember it. Cages by Alan McKean. By Dave McKean. What name did I just say? Dave McKean. He wrote and illustrated this one. He usually does the covers for Neil Gaiman's Sandman, or he used to. And he wrote this one. It's enormous. It's really big. And I read it recently, and it is strange. It's interesting. It feels like Sandman adjacent in a lot of ways. So I would recommend it if you like Sandman, and I am going to be putting it under Taking to the Grave. It's the highest tier we got. Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. So I think I have a not great relationship with Emily Carroll, I'm finding. I just remember being like, okay, like that didn't sit with me, and the art was fine. I think it's like a Little Red Riding Hood graphic novel retelling sort of thing. Whatever. Nimona, the beautiful, wonderful Nimona. They made a movie out of it, and it's wonderful. If you want some fantasy, fun, sweet, like relationship, not relationship as in like we love each other, but like relationship as in like we're bonding and growing closer, and like we're learning about each other. Just read it. It's really good. Okay, In Real Life. This one I was so excited for. I thought it was going to be so interesting. I was like, this one will be great. I was disappointed by it. It was beautiful. Just art. It was beautiful, but the story wasn't there. I was just kind of like, whatever. Creatures of the Night. I read this so long ago. I don't know anything about it. Like, I pulled all of these off my Goodreads. Some of them I was like, I read what? We Three. I'm going to also put this under memory loss. I think it had something to do with like cyborg animals. Divine. This one, like, really, really beautiful artwork. And an interesting story, but not like the best. But I'm going to put it good soup, not just art, because I remember being like, this one is like good, but I don't have enough memory of it. Anyways, I've been wanting to reread it, I think. Whatever. Anyways, Exquisite Corpse, I don't know what that is. There's a Poppy Z. Bright book named Exquisite Corpse. What's that? I remember reading it, but I don't remember what it's about. Super Mutant Magic Academy by, I think it's Jillian Tamaki. So good. Almost like single page spreads to like double spreads that like all follow kind of the same, they're all set in the same area, like at the Super Mutant Magic Academy, and they bring up such interesting points and like interesting conversations. It's funny, it's witty, it's weird. So good. The King in Yellow, I don't remember. I don't think I hated this one, but I also don't remember it. So we're gonna put it under memory loss because I don't know. The Faceless Ghost. I'm pretty sure I hated this one. I'm pretty sure it just was not good. This is like Japanese folk tales, and it was, I don't remember it being good at all. Patience. Read this one recently, Daniel Klaus, which is funny because I didn't like Ghost World, but I really enjoyed Patience. I thought this was very interesting. Time travel, mystery, weird, felt like Transmetropolitan if you've read that. Really good. Big Kids, this was weird. This is a weird one, like super weird. I was not a fan of it, honestly. I would say it was just art, but I don't know. This one's The Private Eye. It shows up kind of weird because it's like long. I have another one like that too. This is by Brian K. Vaughan, and I love this one. It is like futuristic detective noir sort of thing, and it's all in like yellow, black, white, and gray, which I think is beautiful because I love the color, like mustardy color. So pretty. Plutona, this is another one that I was like, I thought this was not a standalone, but then Goodreads was making me think it was a standalone, and then I was like, I don't know if it's a standalone or not, so I'm just gonna put it in here. So yeah, anyways, it was, I didn't, maybe there is a category that was like, it was okay. Like maybe there should have been a category that says it's okay, because it's just okay. Okay. That's what it's called. So I hope you love the name of that. Well, we're going to put it up there. Anyways, we're going to put Plutona under okay. Moon Cop. I think this one's good soup. Like, I thought it was good, and I thought it was pretty interesting and cute. Then we have, 100 Nights of Hero. This one's so good. This is like a sapphic fantasy that is really big, too. Like, large, not like thick. And the story in this one, it feels like a fairy tale sort of thing. It is so much fun. I love it. I've been wanting to reread it. It's amazing. Then we have Forbidden Brides and it's a really long title. It's Neil Gaiman. And I have no memory of it. I don't remember it. So here's Boundless. So this is more of like a short story collection of like strange little short stories that are kind of like sci-fi speculative weirdness. And we're gonna put this under Taking to the Grave. Obviously, I told you, like, I either love it or I don't remember it. Like, that's how it feels. Witchlight, I think I really didn't like this one, honestly. Well, I'm going to put it under just art. I don't think I hated it. I think it was just pretty. I don't remember the story, though. The Creeps, this is more of just like a collection of little cute things. I would put it under okay, because it's okay. I also read, I have that one here. Deep Dark Fears, and we're gonna put that with it. I didn't have to do that right now, but I chose to. My romance with a beer, my relationship with a bear, not my romance with a beer. That actually is a great idea. I'm going to write that story right now. Anyways, I'm gonna put it good soup because it was so weird and random. I didn't like love it, but I was like, okay, I get it. Archival quality, I think I'd also put that under good soup. It's good, like, but it's not one of my favorite things I've ever read. It's the story of this girl who starts working at an archive and the ghost that's like haunting it. This is the tale of Susan. I'm going so fast, I'm sorry. This is the tale of Susan, and it is not great. This is like, God, Neil Gaiman, why do you do this? Some of his graphic novels, I'm just like, did you have to? Did you have to? You wrote Sandman, do it again. This is like random tales, and man, I feel like that's rude to put under brain rot. I'm gonna put okay. We're gonna go okay. No, we're gonna put it under brain rot. I'm sorry, Neil Gaiman. I love you so much, but I don't remember liking this one. The Titicular, I think that's how you say that. Maybe. Let me know. Anyways, the main story, the title story, the Titicular story, is about Susan from Chronicles of Narnia as if she, like, when she's older and what happened to her and stuff. Black Hole by Charles Burns. Oh, this is like STDs, but like freaks, horror STDs. It is crazy. It's crazy. Bottom Feeders. I'm gonna put that under good soup. I really enjoyed it, but it's not like I'm gonna live with it forever. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It has a really good color story, and it is like a horror sci-fi sort of thing, and twisting. Are you listening? I'm not, because I don't remember it. I think it's like two women who might be in a relationship. No, it might be mother-daughter. I don't know. They're in a car. And they have a conversation, but the car is also going through the clouds, maybe? I don't know. There's something. Maybe it's her aunt. I don't know what happened in that. Let me know. This is another Neil Gaiman. It was okay. It was like a Snow White retelling sort of thing. It's really pretty, but I don't remember loving it. Watchmen, duh. Alan Moore. I've read it like 3 times and I love it every time. If you don't like superhero stuff, you should still read this. It should just be required reading. That's it. And that is the end of the story. The next one is A Tale for a Ghost. This one was just art. Yeah. I didn't love it. Fangs, just art. Very pretty. Like, it's fun. It's fun, but it's not the best. Post York is probably one of the worst graphic novels I've ever read. No offense if you wrote it. I am not okay with this is another Charles Forsman, and it's not for me, okay? It might be for you, but it's still not for me. Like, it's really not for me. Anywho, so V for Vendetta, you'd have to be crazy if it wasn't my favorite. And then we have A Ghost for a Gift, a ghost for a house, a ghost in the house, ghost in the shell. And that one goes under just art because it is just art. It is beautiful, but like the story was like, okay. Same with Mage and the Endless. It's just art. Like, I don't think anything happened in that. Whereas Arrival, we're gonna just say I don't remember it because I don't. Okay. Hey, it's like days later and I didn't do an outro to this one because I was going to do a longer one, but I'm going to put the rest next week. Anyways, so thanks for being here. This is Rachel over at Moonlight Library, and be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And then the next one is going to be the series, like all the different series I've read. And then I'm going to try and do like the other, like all the like kind of regular fiction, nonfiction, stuff like that. And I'll probably separate those. Anyways, bye.